Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We are looking at all three sides of this connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle, really looking at what is the purpose of this connection and what is the best way to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. Like I do in all of my readings, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for the reading and clarified those messages, as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we will jump into in just a second. I have a different tarot deck for each side of this connection already shuffled that we'll be diving into, as well as the advice deck that I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last and most important thing, please remember that these are general readings. They will not resonate fully for everyone, so do remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. On that note, these energies can absolutely be swapped. So if you resonate more with the energy to my right than to my left, just know that's totally fine and totally normal. Please remember, again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, Capricorn. On your side of this connection, you have It Still Hurts with the Hangman in reverse. I feel like this connection is still very painful for you. I don't know if this is a past connection or if this is talking about a situation in a current connection. So take it as it resonates for you. But I feel like whatever this is, it's still, there's something that's still bothering you about this connection, something that like feels unresolved to you, that's kind of making it hard for you to like, it's like you can't let go of it. I don't necessarily know what that is yet. But I do feel like it's a past connection. I don't know though. I mean, the intention for my readings is to bring forward the connection that you are needing to learn the most from right now, which doesn't necessarily mean the person that you're currently connected to. But either way, I feel like you're having a hard time letting go of specifically the pain that this connection kind of brings up for you. And then this person, they have It's All an Act with the Five of Wands. So it's interesting because I feel like you look at them and where they're at in their life, and I feel like it looks like they're like totally unaffected by this. And it looks like they're not feeling like upset about this, or they're not struggling with this, or whatever the case is, but it's all an act with the Five of Wands. I actually feel like they are dealing with this. It's more of like an internal battle that they're having. I feel like they're kind of at war with themselves about this connection, and I feel like this connection is actually affecting them more than they're letting on. But in between this connection, you have someone has unmet needs with the Seven of Wands in reverse. And Capricorn, I feel like that's you. I feel like your needs weren't or aren't met in this connection. And I also feel like you kind of struggle to set boundaries in regard to that. And I feel like that's a really big lesson that this connection is trying to bring to the surface. And that's why I feel like it's still affecting you so much, is because there is this lack of boundaries. And I feel like you maybe feel like, I don't know if you feel like you got taken advantage of or if you got used or something like that. But then like I feel like there's like this like lack of boundaries that continues to keep you in a cycle of having unmet needs in like connections. Now with the transformation card as your overall energy, I feel like this connection is really pushing you like through a personal transformation. Whether or not you realize it, like what this connection is like put you through is also almost like changing you, but for the better. It might not feel like that right now, but it is. Almost like it's transforming you into someone who's like more powerful and sure of themselves, and who knows what it is that they will and will not put up with. But let's start, Capricorn, with your side of this connection. You have It Still Hurts with the Hangman in reverse. This is for Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Man, it's been like 3 weeks since I did love readings. 2.5 weeks. Man, like 3 weeks. Anyway, I'm happy to be back. Capricorn side of this connection, please. High Priestess in reverse with the Devil. Yes, Devil is Capricorn energy, but there's a little bit of an attachment that you have to this connection. You're attached to the outcome of this connection, which makes it really hard to listen to yourself in terms of what you need. Oftentimes when we're attached to something working out and we think that like if we speak up for ourselves or if we set boundaries, or if we put, prioritize our needs, that we think that means that we're not going to get what we need and deserve and love. And so there's like this attachment that you have to the outcome of this connection, which causes you to like not prioritize like your needs or what it is that you desire. And I feel like this is something that doesn't just affect you in this connection, but affects you in other connections as well. This is Capricorn side of this connection, please. And there's a bigger cycle at play here. Capricorn side of this connection, please. I want it to turn all the way over and hit the table. There's a Six of Swords in reverse. So that's why you're stuck. Because I do feel like things have fallen apart here. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Either things fell apart in this connection, or they're not, the pieces aren't falling into place like you wanted them to. Like things aren't coming together the way that you wanted them to. And I feel like this is very frustrating for you. But it's like that this connection has sparked quite a bit of pain in you too, which I feel like is another reason why you're stuck on it. Like some of you could even be like, man, I really want to move forward from this, but you're having a hard time doing that. It's because of this attachment. And this devil stems from somewhere. And yes, again, I know. I feel like I always get people that are like the devil is Capricorn energy or the chariot is Cancer energy. Like I do know that. But there is also a deeper meaning to this card in association with the message. And so I do feel like seeing that things are like, seeing that it's like you're stuck on the fact that things didn't work out. It's almost like you're trying to understand why, or like why they're not working out. Like and maybe you feel like it's because you weren't good enough here. This is for Capricorn side of this connection. I'm not saying that you weren't good enough. I'm just talking about what you might believe or think. This is for Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Yeah, this connection kind of flipped your world upside down a little bit. And I feel like you have been having a hard time recovering from that. So all of these. No. Yeah, okay, there we go. Hermit, Lovers in reverse. Yeah, because there's the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Cups, which I feel like we'll get there in a little bit. But this connection definitely flipped your world upside down, and I feel like, I don't know, it's like you're very frustrated with how this with the extent that this connection is still affecting you. I feel like that's the biggest thing, is like, or with how much this connection does affect you. It's making it hard for you to heal. Because your soul's tired of this. Your soul's really tired of this dynamic in your connections. And I don't feel like this connection is the first one that you have experienced this dynamic with. And it might not be the only one in your life right now either. This is Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. See, yeah. Oh. Three of Wands in reverse with the Death. There you are. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but you don't have to be, just because I see the Queen of Wands. So this cycle, there is a cycle that needs to come to an end, and this death, like, really, to me, is so like this energy feels very similar. The death and the transformation. It's like the ending this cycle would transform not just you, but like your relationships, because this cycle is a big part of what you're used to. It's become your comfort zone. Like this dynamic of like not being valued or not being reciprocated, or like not having your needs prioritized, not being prioritized in a connection. Like this is like something you're super used to. But the universe is trying to get you to see that this is something that needs to change. This is a cycle that needs to change here. Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Didn't turn all the way around. Capricorn side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. The Chariot in reverse with the Ten of Cups. You saw so much potential in this with the Ten of Cups, but then with the Chariot in reverse, it's like maybe it felt like things are moving toward that, but then it just like stopped. Like things no longer were progressing towards this for some reason. And I feel like that's the hardest thing for you, is because you do see like this Ten of Cups in this person. You do see like this potential in this person, but I feel like you're having a hard time understanding like why things, or like coming to terms with even like things not progressing to this Ten of Cups. Because you gave this everything you had with the Knight of Wands. I feel like you really took put a lot into this connection, or are putting a lot into this connection, but it just feels like it's not amounting to anything. But that's because there's a dynamic here that isn't sustainable for a Ten of Cups energy. This is Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. Capricorn side of this connection to the person they are dealing with. The Hangman in reverse, same as that Hangman in reverse, and then the Eight of Swords. So it kind of feels to me like you feel a little trapped in this. Not necessarily like it's like you feel trapped in the sense that you can't break away for some reason. Or like, even if you don't want to break away, it's like well, okay, hang on. I want more. I want to clarify this a little more. I want a little more on this. Hangman in reverse. More on the Hangman in reverse and Eight of Swords. Temperance in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because you're really frustrated with how things are or have been in this, but yet it's like I don't know if you're afraid. It's like you're afraid to stand up for yourself. Or maybe not necessarily afraid to stand up for yourself, but afraid of what that would lead to. And I feel like that's a big part of this, of the cycle here. It's like you're going along with how things are. You went along with how things are because you felt like that was like just how they had to be, or like that was the only way that you were going to be willing to have or be able to have what it is that you wanted in relationships. Like if you didn't put up with this, then you'd be alone, or no one would ever love you, or like the way that this person does, or no one would ever love you at all. And so accepting, what it is you can get. I don't know, but there seems to be some pretty deep stuff going on here. Let's see. What is this person dealing with? This is the person that Capricorn is dealing with, side of the connection to Capricorn. It's all in act with the Five of Wands. This person's energy toward Capricorn. This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. Yeah, this person is like super not being, not facing how this connection makes them feel. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, I feel like they're doing everything they can to like shove it down. Shove down how they feel, not face it. Because they are disappointed with this. I feel like they're a little too prideful to admit that though. Which I get. We've all been prideful at one point or another in our lives. This person's energy toward Capricorn. I almost feel like you make this person. I was literally going to say, I feel like you make this person feel not good enough. And then the Lovers in reverse came out. Like, not lovable, like, not worthy. This connect, it's like this person kind of feels like you're too good for them. Maybe they make you feel that way though. Maybe they make you feel like they're too good for you. But that's pure projection. So they're struggling with their own feelings of like being unlovable, being not good enough, being undeserving of love. I don't feel like this person really feels like they deserve you. I feel like it's interesting because I feel like you feel that way about them, but like you wouldn't think that they felt that way about you because of like how they act. Because I feel like what happens is like you feel like kind of like that, and so you do everything you can to like prove your worth in a way, or like to make them see that you're worthy. And then like them, they feel that way and they just like do what they can to avoid having to face that feeling at all. Like they sabotage almost in a way this person's energy toward Capricorn. Maybe push you away or like don't even open themselves up so that they don't have to get hurt. This person's energy toward Capricorn. Because look at that. They also see or saw the Ten of Cups in this. But like, I don't necessarily know if I am a firm believer in the fact that any connection can work as long as both people are willing to do what it takes to make that connection work. And that doesn't just mean like I mean doing the hard stuff, like taking accountability, facing their shadow, being open to communication, being vulnerable, being open. And I don't know if this person, it's like they want this, but I don't know if they're necessarily, that's kind of the difference, right? That I was talking about. It's like you see this potential, you don't really feel deserving of it, you struggle. It's like you're mirroring kind of that same struggle here, but then you're willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen because you had that that Knight of Wands upright. Like you were willing to give this everything you had, but then this person, they see this potential, and then that potential makes them feel undeserving, and so what they do is they say, "There's no point in trying because it's probably not going to work anyway." So it's like you feel or did feel the same way about each other, but the way that the dynamic was created is it's just like, I mean, it's your typical runner chaser, but like maybe a little more subtle. Maybe it only comes up in certain moments, but I do feel like I have a lot of empathy for this person because I do feel like they want this Ten of Cups, but I don't feel like they have like the tools to have it. And that's not your burden to bear. You deserve someone who's willing to put in like just as much effort into making the connection work. It's like there's this need to recognize the pattern in the connection because you might be hoping that things can get better. Like, oh, this person sees a potential, like maybe things will get better. But like Are they willing to do the work? Are they willing to face themselves? Are they willing to be honest with themselves? Those are the questions that need to be asked. All right, this person's energy toward Capricorn. This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. Didn't flip all the way over. This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. See, they're not honest. They're hiding, either like hiding parts of themselves from you or hiding things that they feel from you. I want more on this Seven of Swords. Clarifying the Seven of Swords for Capricorn. I saw that Queen of Wands again. So again, you could be dealing with a fire sign or someone who has fire in their chart, but you definitely don't have to be. Clarifying the Seven of Swords, please. I don't know if this is like, I mean, if they're not being honest with you, it's probably because they're not being honest with themselves, but I want to know what about. It's with you. They're not being honest with you. There's the King of Pentacles. About the reason why they're not reciprocating. Not being honest about the reason why they're not reciprocating. Okay, what is the reason? Why is this person not reciprocating? Why is this... What is it? What? I feel like it's both. I feel like they're not being... Because that was also the King of Wands, wasn't it? Yeah, so they're coming up as this fire sign energy. I'm not saying they have to be a fire sign, but it's kind of what they're presenting as in this reading. Then it's like they're not being honest with you or themselves about why they're not reciprocating. So what is that reason? There's a death. Okay. Because it's easier if the connection ends. It's easier for them to sabotage than it is for them to have to be honest with themselves. That's what it's coming down to. It's easier for them to run. And so I feel like they're trying to act like this isn't bothering them, or like they're totally okay without this, or like they're indifferent about whether or not this works out. I don't feel like that's actually the case, but I feel like again, I do feel a little bit of pride coming from this person. Let's get more. This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. Ooh, so they're kind of struggling with stability. They're kind of unstable in their lives. Like, I feel like they're not being fully honest about how much like they're struggling. I don't know if this person is struggling financially or if, like, I don't know. It just feels like this person isn't in the best place. Again, I feel like they're too prideful to admit it. It's like they're keeping that from you or something. I do feel like this person treats you like an option in a way, or like makes you feel replaceable. And it's so important, Capricorn, that you recognize that that is not how you deserve to be treated, regardless of whether or not that's what this person actually thinks. Like, even if they're not being honest with themselves or honest with you about how they really feel, like, you don't deserve to feel like an option or to feel replaceable. You deserve to feel like you are in a relationship with someone who values you fully and wholly, for who you are, and sees you as like the person that they're willing to, work for just as much as you are. Again, not like you want to be like, you don't want to be chased, because that's still an unhealthy dynamic. It's not sustainable, but like almost like they're willing to put in just as much effort as you are. And I feel like that's like, it's like this person, like anything that looks like stable or that could potentially like be good for them, I feel like they run the other way from. So yeah, okay. This person's energy, I'm surprised we haven't seen the Five of Wands. This person's energy toward Capricorn. This person's energy toward Capricorn, please. See, they're actually pretty in their head about this. They are disappointed with how the fact that this isn't how things are going in this. But the thing is, if they're not willing to like do anything about it, like if they just want to be chased or if they just want to be in control or whatever the case is, like that's not healthy for them or you. And you, again, you deserve someone who treats you, who shows up for you, is willing to be honest with you and willing to be vulnerable and willing to do the work and willing to show you that they care and willing to show you that they're willing. And I don't know if this person has the ability to do that. And that's not your burden to bear. So sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves. If, you know, are you investing in this because of what it could be? Or are you investing in this because it's what you deserve today? All right. We're going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to look at the truth of this connection. You have someone has unmet needs with the Seven of Wands in reverse. I'm going to pull 9 different messages, and I have an advice card to pull at the end. Thank you so much, Capricorn, as always, for your support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Capricorn, I wish you absolutely nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Capricorn.